A dinosaur that is still alive today. People have been fascinated and mystified by the Loch Ness monster mythology for generations. The creature has become a recognizable character in popular culture and is rumored to live in Loch Ness, a sizable freshwater lake in Scotland. What might this creature be? Is this a real story or not? Let's find out, shall we? The Loch Ness water monster has cost the world's media untold amounts of ink. Near the Scottish town of Inverness, Loch Ness is a freshwater lake that spans 37 kilometers. The lake is 230 meters deep at its deepest point. Nessie sightings have been reported 1,000 times in this body of water as of this writing. According to the myth that Nessie first emerged in 565, the number of news stories regarding Nessie's sightings increased significantly in 2017. These stories ranged from folklore to complex scams. An account of this incident described a creature coming from the water's depths to attack a man strolling by a lake. Many years later, in 1802, a farmer named Anderson saw a strange 45-meter-long creature rise from the lake's surface. However, these incidents vanished into obscurity over time, and nobody knows them anymore. People only had a small amount of access to the stunning and unspoiled lake before a new road was built in 1933. However, more people claim to have seen the monster due to the new road, which made it easier for more people to travel beside the lake. A story about a couple named George Spicer, who witnessed a huge monster emerge from the dense forest adjacent to the lake, cross the road, and finally plunge into the water was published in the neighborhood daily Inverness Courier in May 1933. The media and the public were instantly drawn to this news. A long-necked dinosaur-looking creature was shown swimming beneath the lake in a photograph sold to the Daily Mail in 1934 by a British gynecologist named Robert Gaines Wilson. The image, released on April 21, 1934, added to the enigmatic creature's notoriety. However, scientists demonstrated that the photograph was a fraud in 1975 and 1994. In reality, the monster in the picture was a toy submarine with a long neck attached to the top. It was a practical joke meant to make fun of the newspaper paid a hunter named Marmaduke Wetherill to look for the creature in 1934, which is why this is the case. When this ruse was discovered, William utilized a hippopotamus foot to make funny Nessie footprints on the lake shore. The Daily Mail publicly mocked Wetherill while feeling remorseful and furious. To take pictures, Wetherill and his son-in-law, Christian Sfertling, built a model of the creature and lowered it into the lake. They deceived the press by selling the movie to the Daily Mail after giving it to Robert Gaines Wilson for development. A few others claimed to have taken pictures or films of the creature in the years that followed, but none offered sufficient proof of its existence. Nevertheless, the monster won the public's affection and was given the moniker Nessie, derived from Loch Ness. The discovery was released by the American media company in 1993. Exploring Loch Ness is a science documentary made by Dominic Gaddison. They used the original film footage and improved the resolution digitally. One of the technicians editing the original video spotted a shadow that hadn't been seen before. An undersea monster could be partially seen when the image was zoomed in and improved. Since then, several groups and people have traveled to Loch Ness to investigate and ascertain whether the Nessie sea monster exists. Many British institutions employed sonar scanning equipment to scan the entire lake in the 1960s. Although they encountered some mysterious cases, they could not come to any definitive conclusions. The sonar readings detected a big animal moving beneath the lake's surface. The Boston Applied Science Institute in the United States was the most tenacious in its hunt for Nessie. They launched numerous research expeditions to the lake in 1972, 1975, 2001, and finally, in 2008, under the direction of Robert Reiner, a scientist from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. They used automated underwater photography and underwater sonar placement 1972 to look for Nessie. In one scanning session, the sonar waves identified an object or objects in the images collected as moving at a depth of 11 meters and having lengths between 6 and 9 meters. Additionally, the sonar picked up 2 items of about 9 meters in length simultaneously in one case, and the automatic underwater camera managed to take a picture of them while swirling water bubbles surrounded them. When Nessie believers saw this photograph, they thought it showed 2 creatures swimming together, indicating that more than one creature might lurk beneath the lake's surface. Another study team from Scotland's Jonas of Scottish Natural History used 24 boats outfitted with a horizontal array of sonar equipment in 1987 to map the entire lake. The results of the sonar scan revealed the existence of a sizable item traveling subaerobically at a depth of 180 meters. Upon closer inspection, the sonar specialist and photograph of a sizable object that resembled a decomposing corpse on the bottom of the lake, along with various species of shellfish and fungi that generally live in marine habitats, was captured in 2001 by the remotely controlled underwater camera of the research team led by Robert Reiner. They proposed the possibility of a tunnel connecting the lake and the sea, via which Nessie and other aquatic species could be able to move back and forth. The British Broadcasting Company in 2003, the BBC, also dispatched a group of experts to Loch Ness who scanned the entire lake with sonar equipment, but came up empty-handed. According to the BBC, the Loch Ness monster Robert Reiner proposed that Nessie may have passed away in 2008, following the completion of the last survey, as there were fewer reports of Nessie surfacing and the sonar scans no longer produced the same significant results as in the past. However, according to accounts from witnesses and images, Nessie returned more than once in 2017. According to some biologists, experts, and amateur researchers, Nessie belonged to the plesiosaurus dinosaur species, which lived in water. The devastation caused by a big meteorite that killed out all the dinosaurs 65 million years ago caused this species to go extinct. There were no confirmed cases of the Loch Ness monster in 2017, according to statistics from a website that compiles tales and evidence related to Nessie. Diana Turner, an American hunter genuinely interested in the creature on the other side of the Atlantic, provided the strongest proof to date. Her 2-minute video captures peculiar activity in a normally quiet Loch Ness location. She then gave the video to Gary Campbell, who maintains the website that collects data on the Loch Ness monster. Before that, in May 2017, a traveler from the UK took a picture of an object that appeared to be an ape emerging from Loch Ness. The BBC joined the effort to establish Nessie's existence in 2003. Sonar equipment was used to look for any indications of the monster in the lake. The survey team exhaustively searched the entire body of water, but could not uncover anything. Scientists have worked hard to deny the presence of a primordial creature up until the present. The scientific community regards the Loch Ness monster as a myth without biological justification. They clarify that many persons who reported seeing it might have been the victims of hoaxes, illusions, or misidentifications of other items as the Loch Ness monster. However, many Nessie fans continue to look for proof, and all skeptics are still interested in learning the real story behind its existence. One theory put out by an English professor named Michael Swift contends that the existence of whale flippers may have contributed to Nessie sightings. According to Swift, many would have thought the flippers were Nessie during the whale breeding season. What are your thoughts on this aquatic species, and do you believe it to be real? Leave your answers in the comments section below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We'll see you guys soon.